Right. You got to think that through, right?
You got to think it through.
Wait,
Like you might get beat up by him and them now. Like,
right, because it don't stop just there, right? It's a Debo situation. You got to deal with this fool later. Shit. You better think that through. Just like the second Friday, they had to deal with Debo again. It just didn't stop. So anyway.
Yeah. But no, I think it's good to have that communication because the bully behavior is still present.
It's part of human nature, I believe.
Yeah. Actually, I'll give that too. The thing about it, because I don't know. How do you think people become bullies? Do you think that starts in the home or is a psychological defect?
Yeah, I think it starts in the home. It also starts just when a person knows they can take something from another, and then they don't get reprimanded or they don't get corrected for that.
Yeah,
it starts a pattern in their mind.
Yeah,
especially when a kid kind of notices I'm bigger than you. Yeah, and you have something I want, or I want to be on the slide, or I want to be on that swing, and I can push you off, and no one's gonna do anything about it because. Yeah, that's where the bullying starts, or that's this mentality of I can have what I want, and just no one can stop me.
Yeah, because even with like we talked about superheroes earlier, some of the best superheroes are not. Some of the most villains are the ones that are trying to figure out how to get their needs met, but the way they're going about doing it is at the expense of other people. So you have a person like Zod that needs a planet for his people. Right, live, right, but the way you're going about it, bro, is you're gonna take out everyone else. Right, yeah, so, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So sometimes the bullies show up with a cause. You know, it could be Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where they're maybe not getting a need met, and you're just a victim in that situation. But at the same time, you can't necessarily give someone that type of empathy if they aren't doing the work to fix themselves. If they're just showing up to pretty much fuck shit up until they get what they want.
Right.
You know what I mean,
and not every bully issue I had, I was able to resolve. And sometimes the bully was just too overwhelming for me, not just me, for most of us, that we just got to stay out of that guy's way. Yeah. Because he's too much. Yeah. And I remember we had a Debo situation in my neighborhood. We had a Debo situation on our football team. Hyper aggressive guy. And you just didn't want to mess with that guy because he was just too much. Yeah. And so if you couldn't stand up to that kind of guy.
How'd that guy end up later in life, though?
I don't know what happened to him. I know that I was really good friends with, and he was really good friends with the bully. They were both great, phenomenal football players on our team. Yeah. My friend ended up going and playing for Michigan. The bully got kicked off the team for being too much of a bully, didn't go to school, didn't do his work. He thought he was just too great that he could have everything he wanted, and he would go NFL, blah, blah, blah. But his behavior got him the boot. I don't know what happened. Not that why would I want to follow what's going on with that asshole? I don't know what the hell happened to him. You know, good riddance in my opinion. Yeah. But I did notice that my friend started to become like that. And so he and I started distancing myself from him. Yeah.
His behavior started changing.
Bad apples.
Hanging around with the bully and whatnot. That's profound, man. Do you have any other type of books you're thinking about writing in the future?
I am. I'm writing a book about how my dating life went after I was divorced. Off screen or whatever the heck, or we were talking about me having a dating site. I was on a dating site, and actually it's a popular one for African Americans. I'll just put it at that. I don't want to give them a plug, but anyway, I went on several dates. And there's some crazy stories, man. Anyway, but I've probably got about 3 good chapters so far, and the title of that book is "It All Led to My Tax Lady."
What?
Yeah, it all led to my tax lady. It all led to my tax lady. My girlfriend, is my tax. She was also my tax lady.
I got you. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting, man. So you were out of the dating game essentially for like a couple of decades. You jump back in the dating game, no?
No. I got divorced, but it's going on 3 years.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. You got divorced 3 years ago.
Yeah. So you mean the whole prior to that? Right. I was married. Right. Yeah.
So like, women's mentality has changed quite a bit as far as being courted.
Yes and no.
Expectations.
Yes and no. We were talking about that before we took the break. And like I was about to say, women seem to think men should just know what they're thinking and just do it. Yeah. And so I can remember being a teenager, and my girlfriend's having that mentality. So, the women I was dating, it was around my age. There was some pretty young, but they all seem to still have this idea that just do what I want without me having to tell you, and just give me what I want without me having to explain it. And I'm the focal point of this relationship.
Yeah.
Make me happy.
Yeah.
And by you making me happy, you'll be happy. Your happiness is me being happy.
Bro, you are firing off some connections between how the children respond to the mothers and how they respond to the fathers and expectations, because
but how did it get flipped like that?
Deeply rooted.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's I don't know.
Where did women start thinking that it's all about me in this family relationship? Me.
Happy wife, happy life.
Fuck that.
That term.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I hate to say it, like I said earlier, I don't want to sound like I'm women bashing, but women's emotions are so fickle. You cannot.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason to it somehow, so that you cannot navigate it.
I think it's one of those like things that became extreme we were talking about. So like we absolutely as a society needed like women empowerment.
Why?
Because there is a type of patriarchy in place that subjugated women, that didn't give them the same rights as men.
Okay, yeah, I've heard this.
Historically.
Okay, but hold on.
We can look at ledgers and be like, hey, could women vote during this time?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
couldn't,
I'm
right?
not sure how much time we got, because this is what I really want to talk about, okay? I got these books and all that, but there's something wrong here, okay, that is really bothering me with this whole idea of this patriarchy, oppressive society by men. Were you raised like that?
No, I wasn't, but for one thing, I don't subscribe to that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's set the tone with that.